Hi everyone and welcome back to Dance Talk with Gianni. Today's episode is very important. It is very personal. Honestly, I think it's one of the most important subject I've been talking so far. We are going to talk about something that is underneath the choreography, underneath the technique. It is the mental struggle that sometimes dancers are going through. So stay tuned with me. We're going to unpack this subject, and I'm going to give you a lot of tips that probably will help you too. Okay, what is this mental struggle that dancers are going through? I'm going to tell you right now. It is the pressure to be perfect, to look in a certain way, and to prove you're worth it every time you step on the floor. Or it's the excess of self-confidence. Some people, they grew up by hearing you are the best. The way you look is amazing. There's nobody better than you. So this is another mental struggle. And today I wanted to share not only my experience in this subject, but I also wanted to help you to understand what break down this cycle for me, how I break down this cycle for me, the tools that I use that change completely my life. Okay, let's dig in a little bit more about this topic and let's see what happened inside and outside to our body, about the dancers. So outside is pretty easy. We are beautiful, we look great, we are gentle, we move with purpose, we are a combination of beauty and confidence. But what happened inside? Inside it's a little bit more complicated. We are a mix of insecurity and unhealthy confidence. We stare in front of the mirror for hours, picking ourselves apart. We question, am I good enough? Not only technically, but also as a person. We compare ourselves with the other. We obsess over what our teacher are thinking, what our audience are thinking, even what our dance partner are thinking. Or we just grew up by listening to our teacher and our family member that we were the best. I remember one episode, it was a few years ago. I just did a competition. It was a weekend competition. Everything was great. We had a good time. Me and my partner, we had a good time. We had placement. Everybody was happy. I was in my car on the parking lot, ready to go home. And I remember like today, the feeling of a feeling of emptiness. And it was in that moment that I realized that I needed to put a little bit more attention of what was going on inside of me. Okay, but Gianni, why this happened? From what I realized, from what is my perspective, insecurity in dancer, it isn't that random. I think it's more stagnant. It's a lot stagnant into the environment. We are trained to seek validation from our teachers, from the judges when we do competition, and even from social media. We wanted to see the like, the comment on our social media. And slowly, without really realizing, we are starting to dance for approval instead of expression. What happened is that we started to create identities like, I am a good dancer, I'm the best dancer, or other identity like, I'm not good enough, I will never be perfect, why am I dancing, I think I should start to quit. I started to learn and to understand those patterns when I start to read books of Eckhart Tolle. Especially in The Power of Now, and there is one book, and The New Earth, there is another book. He talks about the egoic mind. What is the egoic mind? It's the voice in our head that constantly compare, judge, want more, fears not being enough. We dancers, we built our identity around art. But the truth is that we are not only dancers. Ego is our mental construct that define ourselves. It gives the sense of I am this, I am that, I'm good, I'm bad, I'm the best, I am a dancer, I am a chef. It is not a bad thing on its own. It helps us to function. The problem starts when we confuse and we think that the ego are define who we truly are. So ego needs something strong to hold on. It builds around labels, rules, achievement, failure, appearance, even the group you belong to. Like for example, my name is Gianni and I'm a dancer. That's the ego talking. Or my name is Gianni and I'm the best. That's ego talking. Or my name is Gianni and I'm shy. Still ego. My name is Gianni and I'm a loser. Or I am a winner. Still ego talking. The more you identify with one of those labels, and the stronger the ego will be. First haha moment. We are not only our identity. Your identity is a collection of rule and story that you have been making and collecting, sorry for repeating, over time. But what is your true self and your awareness and your presence? It is so much important. You are the one that are experiencing those roles, not the roles themselves. And for dancers, this can get a little bit tricky. We start to believe that we are dancer or we are the title that we just earned. Like, I'm a champion, I'm a Latin champion, I'm a smooth champion, I am a bachata champion. So, in case we lose that title, we are completely lost, and that is ego panic. If we could realize that we are much more than that, then your sense of self will not collapse when life changes. In short, the ego, if it could talk, will say, I am this identity or that identity. And the deeper self will say, I have this identity, but I am also something else. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 moments that we should pay attention not to feed that much the ego. The first moment is define ourselves by external thing. We should not define ourselves by external thing only. Like for example, if I don't win this competition, I'm not a good person. Ego is it gets bigger and bigger with external thing. Ourself is much more deeper than only the ego. And you are a good person no matter how the competition is going. Second, take things personally. Never, ever, ever take things personal. That's very hard. That is very hard. Criticism, rejection, comparison. Like for example, they didn't clap their hands, it means that I wasn't good enough. Number 3, when we stay in a story, like we all of us, we have something that hurt us, some victim situation. Ego loves to stay in the past or in the future. It hates the present. So whenever we are living, thinking on the past or on the future, our ego is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And number 4, it needs to be right or better. Ego loves competition. Like for example, I'm more experienced than you, so I am better than you. Or I don't know this specific step, so I'm not good enough. For sure, ego is not humble and is not vulnerable. All right, so next step, we need to learn how to stop to give power to ego. I'm going to give you 4 tips that's going to help you to slow down the ego reaction. Number 1 is practicing awareness. Of course, try to be to noticing if it is your ego talking or if it is your true self. If it is defending, reacting, comparing, it's for sure the ego. Number 2, let go the need of validation. It is okay that we all want it to be seen, but it's not okay if you build your world around that. Do it for the love, not for the applause. Number 3, return to presence. When you are fully in the now, dancing, breathing, creating, ego disappears. Presence has no label and no fear. Number 4, redefine success. The ego say that success is all about being the best. The soul will say that success is being authentic, growing, and sharing. The ego wants to prove something. The true self wants to express something. To be honest with you, things started shifting for me when I discovered books that spoke directly to what I was feeling, but also showed me how to move forward. Stillness Speak taught me to just be. Not to do more, not to prove more, not to fix more, just be still. As a dancer, we are so trained to move, but stillness, that is where the real transformation starts. Eckhart Tolle books helped me to see how my mind was running the show, and not in a good way. I realized how often I was dancing from fear, not from love or joy. Fear of being judged, fear of failure, fear of not being seen. Another huge book that made a big impact on myself was Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. It helped me to understand that my thoughts were literally shaping my emotion, my habits, and my energy. If I wanted to stop feeling insecure, I had to stop thinking insecure thoughts. Simple? No. Powerful? Absolutely. So I started to meditating every morning, 15 minutes, sometimes guided, sometimes silent, but I used Dispenza technique, visualizing the version of myself I wanted to become, feeling it in my body, in my breath, believing it with all myself. Little new habit, it changed everything. I started to approach dance not anymore from fear or anxiety, but from presence and gratitude. We are getting close to the end of this video. I know it was a huge topic, talking about ego, anxiety, mental struggle. We can talk for hours and days. So it's just a start. And please, if you have anything you would like to talk specifically again, let me know in the comment below. I will be more than happy to go through the same and give more example, or just tell you how I overpassed some specific moment or mental struggle. If you are a dancer, or even if you are not a dancer, and you feel stuck with no motivation, and if you feel mentally exhausted, I just want to tell you that I see you. I have been there, and sometimes I am back there. So you're not alone. But let me tell you something. You are not your bad rehearsal. You are not only the reflection that you see in the mirror, and you are not your Instagram lights. You are much more than that. Much more than that. So that's why before I leave you today, I wanted to give you like a routine that it might be helpful. to start, super easy, that is going to help you to disconnect a little bit more from your ego. Okay, first things you do in the morning, you wake up. Don't check your phone, don't check your Instagram. Stay still. 5 minutes, whatever you can, even 5 minutes, still, don't do nothing. Just close your eyes, be present, and start to prepare your body for the word that is gonna come pretty soon. The second thing that you want to do after you wake up and after you took a couple of minutes to stay still, you're still in bed, it's meditation. 5 minutes of meditation. In this case, you can use your phone if you want. On YouTube, there's so many guided meditation. Be silent, breathe, follow with your brain what the voice on YouTube, whatever the video you're watching, is telling you to do. Try not to overthink. Don't think to be a better dancer, but think to be a better person. Read something that grounds you. Any of those books that I mentioned before during this video that you will find linked here on the comment, even one paragraph, like for example, Stillness Speak. Start with that. That's going to ground you and it's going to bring you to the earth. That's very, very important. Another thing that I love to do is to write my emotion. You can do in two different ways. You can write it at the end of the day, no filter. You just wrote how you felt overall that day, which was the predominant feeling in that day. Or you can write it right after a class, or right after a competition, or right after a showcase. So you write how you are feeling after you are dancing in a big event. And this is going to remind you why you started to dance in the beginning. Not for medals, not for praise, but for the deep, unexplainable joy. All right, my friend, that is what I wanted to talk today. I know it was a big, big topic, very important, and it can, as I mentioned before, it can break down in so many other videos if you want to. I just want to say that dance is so much more than movement. It's joy, it's emotion, it's presence, it's energy. But in order to be able to express your soul, you need to learn how to quiet your brain. And I promise you, there is a way to dance with peace, no pressure, and with awareness, no anxiety. My friend, if you felt related with anything I shared today in this video, please let me know in the comment how was your journey, how you overcome the anxiety. If you feel still stuck, anything you decide and you wanted to share, I will appreciate it. I'm going to link all the books that I mentioned today on the comment below here. You will find all the books with the author and the name of the book. And if nobody told you today, I just want to let you know that you are enough just as you are. Thank you for being with me today in this video, and until next time, keep dancing, keep growing, and don't forget to smile.